post-incident, at that post-incident period and learning. Okay, the crisis is not over until the lessons are learned and incorporated. This is a big part of what we do. You have to be able to go back and take the lessons and document that just in case. Build that into your own book, build that into your processes. In that way, if it comes up again, you're ready for it. So we do this post-mortem type. I've been in the company where we do a post-mortem for every major outage. And what it involves or entails is doing, conducting an analysis of an incident. And the focus is process improvement, right? What are some of the systematic weaknesses we discovered by this incident? The focus of these things is not individual error or who messed up. It's focusing on from a system perspective, where are the loopholes? What holes do we need to plug? It's about process improvement, not necessarily about pointing fingers. What failed? Is it a tool? Is it a process? Or is it a decision that somebody made? That's the question you're asking in this post-mortem. It's a blameless review of what happened. Okay, so this is post-incident, do a proper post-mortem. And then update the run book. Immediately incorporate the lessons learned into the documentation you already have, so that if it happens next time, I've talked about this already, you don't want to make the same mistakes twice. You don't want to run into the same issue and have the same repeat occurrence. You want to have learned from the one time it happened and put measures in place to successfully ensure that you continue to function, right? So update the run book as soon as once you figure out the solution. And then we go into proactive prevention. Turn the crisis into a project. Turn this crisis into a project. Did the outage expose any weakness or in storage in any of your systems? Then that's a project that start looking at how to upgrade this aspect. Whatever exposure came out of this, we want to make sure we activate a project that will solve that problem. Whether maybe resource shortage in resources, maybe there's solutions that need to be implemented. Make a project out of it. So again, so that this does not there's no repeat occurrence. And then decompress, right? Decompress. This takes a mental toll. Outages stress you out. If you've spent all night troubleshooting an issue, maybe it might be a day like I'm going to work from home. Tell your manager, listen, if it's okay with you, I'd love to work from home. I want to get some rest till noon, and I'll be online by 1, something like that. A lot of managers are flexible with this, and they will let you have that. After going through a crazy outage type situation, take some recovery time. And again, I'm not saying take the day off or do something crazy like that. No, it's this happens as part of our work, but maybe it doesn't take a couple of hours, right? Maybe you need to work from home the next day and just not be in another stressful, situation. But just, that's the way to prevent burning out. A lot of people are burnt out because they go from crisis and then they go right back into the next thing and continue like nothing stopped. And that doesn't bode well for for the long term. Make sure you're taking time to breathe and decompress, after you've gone through this kind of fire drill. But as a database administrator, if you're able to manage stress well, it's going to help your career long term. It's going to help you be successful. The one who is able to really, focus on process over emotion is the one that is able to do really well in this game, right? Have a structure in place, how the communication lines work, the run book, all of those things.